And just to follow up with DCBS on the kind of the honor system idea, Patrick Allen said that it wouldn't be acceptable. What are the penalties?
Chair Dexter, Representative Hayden, the penalties would depend on a number of factors. If an employer was careless in their implementation of their policy to the level that we thought it rose to a violation, and we felt that there was exposure as a result of that, so that employees were potentially subject to COVID-19, then the penalty would be calculated using a matrix that takes into account the size of the business. In the penalties we've issued related to COVID-19 so far that did not involve willful violations, many of those penalties have been calculated at $100 or $125 or $175. Depending on the size and some of the other factors involved. So as long as they were prepared to come into compliance, well, first of all, that's assuming we actually do an inspection. As I think you probably know, most of our activity in dealing with complaints related to COVID-19, we've handled through what we call the phone fax process. And that's basically a pre-inspection investigation and inquiry that cannot result in a penalty. And in those cases, we're usually able to resolve issues. So the penalties would not be major, but if an employer refused to comply or simply said, I'm going to use the honor system, I don't care what the state says, well, the minimum penalty for a willful violation is $8,900.
Is that per person in that store, or is that per entity?
That's